Hey everyone, it's Adele and April from Just Say Scrap, and we are here with Technique Tuesday. So today we actually got a request to show you guys how to do the star shaker cards. So we're going to do that. We're going to show you kind of how to line those up a little bit better. The hearts are a little bit easier because they are just like the circles, but the stars definitely give people problems. So we are going to show you our tips and tricks and how to do an awesome shaker card. Also, if you can see, we're in our basement, which we haven't been down here in a really, really long time.
Know.
Go back to like the beginnings. We're down here all the time. But okay, so here we go. All right, so we were asked to show how to use the brand new Star Shaker Window Foam and Acetates. So I'm actually pulling out our Cut Above card kit. This is the subscription program, and I'm actually going to show you how to do it on one of these cards. So let me pull out this star card. This is what the box looks like when you get it. It has all this stuff in it, and your card bases and your tiny little ink, this cute little thing. It's got a stamp. It's got all of your card stuff in here, so it's a great little box. And inside of it, you also get bluebell sequins, which we will be using, which I have right here. But I'm going to just fold this. If you have a bone folder, you can use that to fold it. And we are going to be doing this card. So let me find it. All the instructions are laid out easily for you, and it's the last card. That just makes it easy. So I'm not going to punch out any of the other things. I'm just going to build the shaker part, which is super easy because it doesn't have anything actually in the star itself. So I'm just going to pull out one of each of these. Throw that back in the box, and we're going to make this. Okay. So how we do this is first you have to take off the acetate or foam here. So let me just zoom in so you can see me a little better. Okay, perfect. So do you see when I move this around, you see that there are little squares and stuff on the inside, and it's cut out around the star. So basically, to line this up, or how we normally do it, if we have an extra piece of, I'm just going to grab the one up here, just because I've taken stuff out of the inside of this without actually using the shaker part. But if you have an extra piece of like a sticker sheet or something like that, you can use that, because sometimes it's easier if you actually take out all of the pieces around that edge. So if I take all these out and I put them on another, because I don't want to throw these out, because honestly, even these tiny little ones, they are so nice when you are trying to put smaller foam pieces onto some projects, so we don't throw any of them out. So I'm just gonna fill this up a little bit. That's why it's always good to keep something. Okay, so once we do that, you can leave those centered in, but we just want to pull off this star base, and you do not want to throw this part out. Just pull it off like this, keep that. And then we are going to place this down on the star. By doing this, it's a lot easier because the star is not losing its shape or anything like that. So I did put it down a little bit off of that star, but the shape itself is going to stay. I actually just missed, like, because on these specifically, and then I'm just pulling this up, and it will take off that middle. Because these cards specifically actually have the star shape there, I accidentally just dropped it. It didn't go perfectly, but that doesn't matter. So then before you do anything else, you're just going to take this piece and actually stick it back on to the sticky part, because you don't want the sequins sticking when we actually try to put them on the inside. So we're going to just stick that back in there. And if you have an anti-static pouch, you want to just hit the middle. So this is our anti-static pouch. A tiny little dab. You can see all the stuff in there, and then I can move it around. It's a brand new one because we ran out of our old one. Used it too much. And even just kind of touching this a little and then putting your finger in here. Do you see how it didn't stick to me like normal? Ooh. So you don't need too much. You don't want to overwhelm your shaker card, but just enough so it'll fill it. I think that's good. With the bags of sequins, you always have so much that it's great. And this is kind of just a fun thing we kind of were telling you last week too, that if you have any extra cutouts or anything like that, like these are the small hearts that came out of our fancy borders. You see the little hearts? look how perfect these bluebell hearts go in here. Should I put them in there?
Sure.
So with these, I do want to make sure that they kind of stay upward. Just because they go in the other way, they might just stay on the other side. So I kind of put those in there like that. And then this one, actually, you can see it's peeling a little bit here. But if you don't have a spot like that that's peeling, you can always use some washi tape and just pull it off. It pulls off really easily. But you then want to take this off very carefully, just not to jump the card. See how that jumped a little? Just not to jump it. And then when you peel this off, the part that you peeled it off of actually goes down towards the shaker stuff, the sequins. Or beads or anything like that. It is going to jump up a little bit. Just note that.
You could always
that one.
Hit it with the anti-static pouch if you wanted to.
And that actually wasn't perfect, but that's totally okay. My fingernail stuck in it a little. But even if it's not completely perfect, do you see how this still moves around? It's really cute, everything like that. And those hearts, look how cute those hearts are in there now. With these, or if you got the shaker window thin cuts, which are back over there, this actually comes with a cover. So they are made slightly bigger. So these are our heart shaker windows. I can't find the star ones right now. But we do have star ones as well. These are also brand new, just like the stars. And if I just take this out and kind of show you a little bit. So with these, you do have this stitched one, which you also have this stitched for the star as well. And this is going to be your outline to your shaker foam and acetate. These different pieces, they're actually going to be little cuts that you can make to make your own shaker inside. So let's say we don't have... Oh, I found them. Here we go. Here are the stars. So let's say you don't have... Like you're doing this, let's say in Scarlet, and no, Scarlet. Oh yeah, Scarlet's a good idea because you don't have sequins for Scarlet. So what you could do is you could take this and you could cut it in the Scarlet glitter paper or Scarlet cardstock, anything like that, and then you would actually have the insides for your shaker window. Another thing that is pretty cool, which I'll show you with these stars. These are also awesome, and I love how they're different sizes too. You can see all the different kind of size stars and everything. They give you a lot. So I'm just going to take out these two. So this one is meant to be a base. So if you wanted like the white on here, let's say you were doing it on a colored card, a darker card, and you wanted a white background to put a sentiment into it, that's what you would actually use this thin cut for. This one, once again, can be used if you want to cut out those stars, and then you'd actually get a star like this that has little stars cut out of it. It would be cute. But if you are actually looking to make a solid border, this one is not going to be solid. This is going to have your stitches around it. Stitched stitches. If you wanted to try and make that border, this one would be a little bit skinnier. It might be skinnier than this. But you can make a solid border by laying these two together on your... cuddle bug or whatever. You have to make sure that it fits in there right. There we go. That tiny little border, that's a skinny one. But if you did want to do something where you had like a thicker outline, you can actually see how that would then be that thick outline. So as if you did this, you'd be cutting out that solid border by just laying the two together. So I hope that makes sense. If it didn't make sense, ask questions. But I'm just trying to show you like a tip or a trick to make a solid border if you didn't want to use the stitched. So there are tons of different things that you can do with these thin cuts, and they're just awesome in general. You could just make a bunch of stars for your pages or a bunch of hearts, you know. They're very versatile. Okay, so now that we have this, we always want to put these on with glue dots. And once again, that border is really gonna take away some of the mistakes if you accidentally drop it down, or if it hits your foam, like the sticky part of your foam without you wanting to, all that stuff. So because this is a card, I do tend to put it on each point, even if it's an inside or an outside, just because when you're dealing with cards, you know, people are handling them and they don't have a protective coating over it. If this was for a layout or something, I'd probably just end up putting it on the outer tips of the star. But But once again, it's a card. So that's why I am putting it on a few more points. These are our mini glue dots, not the micro. You could use the micro if you wanted to. But so we were getting some questions about how to line these up specifically. So I just want to show you. When you actually put them together, do you see how it's slightly off? I didn't do it on this one, but if you keep moving it around, you're going to find the way that it fits best. So it is always maybe a little bit off, but see, like that way, actually, whoop, nope, that was worse down there. I had one way that worked. That we go. See, look, that fits perfectly. So you do have to play around with it because there is a way that they are cut that they fit perfectly. It is not going over on any edge on this, and that's the way that we want to put it down. So I dropped this one down, and it is a little bit off, but once again, I said the way that they gave you these in this kit actually covers that mistake. So, ta-da, you can't see, except my nail polish is in there. It's just a little extra sparkle. Or if you have the little piece of nail polish like I have here, we actually have to put this Make-A-Wish thing over it. I've got my nail polish out. Oh, I lost the card. I missed that. You can always like put something over a mistake if you really don't like it or something like that. But honestly, this just covered where I accidentally slightly went off. But if you do look, they do match up if you play with it and you make it perfect this way. The other tip to make them line up better is what we just did with taking it off of here. If you do it that way, you're not going to ruin the shape of the star when you're actually putting it down. So that is another way to keep it so it's a better outline. Fit, yeah. So I hope that answers any questions. Do you have any questions that you could think of people might ask? So I just love them. The stars are definitely the harder ones. The hearts are obviously easier. And the circles we've worked with a bunch. So I hope that you guys kind of have gotten that down. But the stars you do have to work with a little bit. But I honestly, after doing this kit, I do love them because I also love all these little pieces. Because like that one, that little tiny one, it's so useful for so many different things. Get off my finger.
Except when it gets stuck to your finger.
Get off my finger. There we go. Oh my gosh. Get off my finger. So they are really useful, but I hope that you enjoyed that tutorial on our star shakers. And just look at those little hearts. Like they're so pretty in there. Do you see that? Oh, that one flipped, but that's okay. It'll flip back. But look, they're just so pretty. And that's Technique Tuesday. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed. You can pick it up.
I have a shaker card.
It's cute. Sometimes you got to hit them a little bit. But I also just wanted to show you a few of the others. The other two that actually come in that. So that one wasn't finished, obviously, because we just did it. But this is one of the other ones that's in there. This one says many thanks, and it's also with the bluebell sequins, just super pretty. And then this one was also meant to have the bluebell sequins in it, but I changed it up. I actually took our old holly ones from last year, and I put those in there. So you can change things up and use them differently, but they are super cute. With the stars, you do got to play with them a little bit when you shake it, but they are just so pretty, and I love it. I mean, even just like, look at that. Even that just... You could make a Christmas ornament out of this, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
Like, how pretty would that be? To kind of give, like, little tags on gifts this year, holiday gifts, and you can make them into little ornaments or things like that.
I wonder if you could just, like, do a double backing and like, clear. It would be a clear ornament.
You could do that, or you could put a picture in it or something like that.
That would be really
That would be really cute. But, or maybe do, like, a Corona... your own handmade coronavirus like quarantine ornament that you could hang on your tree. You know, make your own ornament.
Oh yeah.
Say, I couldn't go out this year, so I had to make a new ornament.
Oh.
Here
Okay.
it is.
I was wondering where you were going with that.
I don't know.
Put a little mask in there.
Yeah, you can put a little mask in there. Put a piece of toilet paper. That's how you'll really remember it. And then when you need it, you have to break open your ornament. I don't know.
Man, you gotta have a big ornament, right?
Oh gosh. Okay, we have gone far away from where we're supposed to be. So we hope that you enjoyed. I hope you guys got some tips on how to do that. But they really, really are pretty, and they're so different. So it's breaking out of the norm of those circles, getting into stars and hearts. Also remember, our Make It Mondays are here. We did have one yesterday. So if you missed that one, that's totally okay. You can still join it because I can still add you to the group, and you can still watch the video on repeat and still ask questions and yada, yada, yada. All of the information of that is on our blog or on our Facebook groups, or if you're on our email list, you're also getting it there. So if you have any questions, let us know, or if you want to be added to anything, also let us know. Super easy. Our weekend is starting on Friday. So our live in-person weekend, we are super excited about it. We are going to be staying safe, don't worry. Lots of hand sanitizer and masks. But we are super excited about that. And then our next virtual weekend will be November 20th to the 22nd of 2020. It's a lot of 20s. So that is, it's going to be a $50 fee for it. With shipping, we're going to figure all that out. And if you are a VIP, on November 1st, we're going to give you the list of things to order, so you can actually order through your VIP website and still join us, but get your 15% credit back. So win-win. Yay! Also, if you're VIPs and joining our weekends, you do get extra perks too. So that's also fun. And speaking of VIPs, yes, we are super excited. We have a great group so far, and we have a Facebook group going on and everything. So we're super excited about all of that. But we hope that you will join us and become another VIP, and it's great. Yeah, it's such a great program. They came up with a really good idea, I think, with that. So, definitely. All right. Anything else?
That's it. See you next week.
All right. We'll see you next Tuesday.
Bye.
Come to me.
I'm coming.
Hey everyone, it's Adele. Oh, sit forward. That actually looked good.
Where am I looking? Where's your camera? Oh, there.
One. And if I did that again and I messed it up, girl. Hey everyone, it's Adele. Mom's falling asleep on the table over here. Well, you didn't see any of that because it's all underneath. Come back to me.
This is going to be in the
outtakes. Yeah. But yeah, I think that's everything, right?
I think so.
Everything?
I think so.
Already. So thank you all you.